Hey, Mountainside Church, we are concluding with our series devotional on Martha and Mary. And before we get into it, I'd just like to say a big shout out and thank you to Pastor Brent for gracing me to share with you, but also for being such an example and witness in my life and in everyone he meets. And I want to say to you, Mountainside Church, you really are blessed with the best pastor out there. A pastor that loves you, a pastor that serves you and wants the best for you. And so we are going to get into it now. And so what I'll be concluding with is fruitfulness. And so we see in Luke 10, verse 42, it writes, Mary has chosen the good portion, and that is intimacy, which will not be taken away from her. And when Jesus said, yeah, this will not be taken away from her, what I believe he meant in that is the impact. That what she did by sitting at the feet of Jesus, the impact will not be taken away from her. That by sitting at his feet, she will have an impact that will have a footprint on generations to come. And you see that impact later on in the story of Matthew 26, verse 10 to 13. And it's of Mary pouring out the alabaster jar of perfume at Jesus' feet. And what's so significant about the story is that Mary was at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing because of one reason. She sat at Jesus' feet and listened to his word. And that's where she knew and discovered what to do. And so it goes on to say in verse 13, truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. And what a statement is that? And so I'm sure you've seen walls of remembrance of people's names being written down in history that's had a significant impact in a building project, in a school, etc. And so wouldn't you like to be in Jesus' wall of remembrance, in being told that you had an impact on generations to come, that your impact lasts beyond your lifetime? And so where that impact is found is the seed of sitting at Jesus' feet. And so I want to encourage you with that. Let's have an impact that lasts beyond our lifetime. And where that's found is knowing Jesus intimately. And so Jesus said in John 15, verse 16, you did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, and fruit that will last. And that is exactly what Jesus is saying here, that he desires for you to have an impact, and that your impact will be told for generations to come, and that is through knowing him and spending time with him that will leave that lasting impact. And so the fruit of intimacy with God that lasts beyond your life is by knowing him and abiding with him. And so to conclude with this devotional series, firstly, I want to encourage you. Let's not leave Jesus at the door. Let's choose to remain at his feet. And then secondly, let's guard the one thing by guarding our hearts from distraction. And then finally, let's bear fruit that lasts through sitting at his feet. And so always remember, you are highly favored and deeply loved.